Hi YouTube, it's Mama Nails Gamble and I'm back with another video. Today we're just going to do a little chit chat and just talk. You know, never get to really do that. It's always an unboxing or this or that. So, today the topic I want to talk about is goals. I listened to another YouTuber and she doesn't know me or anything like that, but it's Bossy's Life, and I listened to her the other day and she was talking to her husband and her son, and she was like she had G's, and she said that her G's were goals, and I thought, wow, that's really interesting. And I said, you know, for myself, now since I've had my gastric bypass and have started this journey, I never really set the goal. I never really sat down and said, okay, this is what you're going to reach. I know that, you know, my doctor has things she wants me to do, and there's things that I said I was going to reach that I haven't yet, milestones and things like that. But really, you know, goals are important to have. And it just clicked. It clicked for me. Maybe I need to set a goal for myself, something that I need to achieve. Not only just the weight loss, you know, but a daily goal. Because with this weight loss journey, I have really been coming up on the wrong end of the situation. As far as I'm concerned, the gastric bypass didn't really give me the fail-safe, which was supposed to be the dumping syndrome. I only get it when I eat certain things, but my sugar tolerance has not changed. And so when I eat sugar, I don't get that, you know, hot flushed feeling, that wanting to vomit, those things that you're supposed to get when you have dumping syndrome. So, you know, I need to set some goals for myself, something that I can look forward to and push towards, and not just every day getting on the scale and being disappointed, so, you know, I don't try as hard as I should. I myself want to lose another 40 pounds before Christmas, which, you know, it is October 20th, so I don't know how realistic that is unless I just do pure liquids, you know, for a couple of weeks. But that's my goal. And that's one of the things that I wanted to do, is to lose another 40 pounds this year. So I can reach that, you know, 100 mark, you know, where I can be in 199 pounds. But that's just something that I want to do. And then, you know, on a day-to-day basis, you know, pushing myself not to give in to the triggers. You know, one of my triggers definitely is my mom being sick. She's still in the nursing facility. She just had a bout of pneumonia, and they finally got that under control. But, you know, there's a lot of just health issues going on with her that I really want to, you know, not allow those things to trigger me to eat. I get that emotional eating, and, you know, before you know it, the slider foods are going on. I'm having chips, I'm having candy, you know, anything that I'm not supposed to have, I'm having, really, you know, high calorie foods. The other day I ate 2 Danishes in a day. Really? Yes, really, I did that. And I'm not supposed to, you know, but I have to get back on track. I have to get back to the first things first, you know, and trying to drink enough water during the day. That's really a goal of mine, you know, because I can't drink with so much water because I have to eat. And when I drink a lot of water, that takes up the space in my stomach, which means I have to wait to eat. By then I forget to eat, and it's just a vicious cycle. So there's a lot that I have to do in order to just set goals, work on those goals, and obtain those goals. But I know that with prayer and with determination that I can do this. Have you all ever experienced a time when you had goals that you had set that you weren't able to meet, or haven't set any goals, and find yourself trying to figure out why you aren't being successful in whatever it is that you want to be successful in? Probably because you don't have any goals set. So this is my challenge to everyone that's listening to this, to set some goals. Set some goals and reach for those goals and put them before you. If you have to put a post-it note on your mirror so you see it every morning what your goal is, whether it's your goal weight, whether it's to fix your finances, buy a new car, try to buy a home, whatever your goals are, trying to reach those goals and just making your life, more richer and better. Instead of doing the same things over and over and over and expecting a different result. That's called insanity. Really, doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. You don't want to drive yourself insane doing that. So you want to reach for your goals, set your goals, work on your goals, obtain your goals. And I think that we would live a life that would be more pleasing to us. A lot of people get caught up in the catch-22, that the same thing happens. Well, you're doing the same thing and you're expecting a different result. So why not try something different? Let's not get caught up in the catch-22 anymore. If you're poor and you lack finances, let's try to save $1. If you do $1 a month, that's $12 a year. And it may seem far and outlandish to some people to save $1 a month, but when you have never saved before, you need to start somewhere. If you can just hold on to that $1 for 30 days, that's savings. And then you can increase it at another time. I think sometimes we try to do so many things. We get these lofty goals in our mind, things we can do, like I want to save $1,000. When you haven't even saved 10 cents. I think we need to change our mind, change our focus of what our goals are, and maybe bring those goals to a realistic, approachable, achievable point. Hey, I'm going to be honest here. I've lived on welfare before. Back when my children were small, we were starting out, we needed it. But then it became a vicious cycle, trying to get out of the situation where I had to go to school. I had to work and go to school at the same time to reach my goals, so that way I could better my life for my family and myself. So you have to do something, small steps. If you want to go back to school, maybe start with just, one class, reading a book. Maybe not bite off the whole school year as a full-time student. It does make a difference. So, I just encourage everyone to rethink and revamp how you approach goals. I mean, this has been an awakening for me. And I just really am amazed that I hadn't thought of this before. I'm sure in some way I have approached this, but never in this aspect, and now that I am approaching it this way, and I'm approaching it, with a different mindset, I should be able to reach my goals. So change your mind, how you think about things, and don't bite off more than you can chew. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. One bite at a time. One piece at a time. And then before you know it, your goal has been met. Did you ever get a bunny rabbit, a chocolate bunny rabbit as a kid for Easter? I have. Sometimes we got the really big ones that were hollow. Sometimes we got the small ones that were solid chocolate. Whichever size the bunny was, in order to eat that whole bunny, you had to start at one point. So whether you bit off his foot, his tail, an ear, you had to start somewhere. And you started one bite at a time. Your goal should be just like that. Well, I can't save $10 today, but I can save all my change. So whenever I get some change, I'm going to put it in a bowl and save it. And then at the end of the month, take that bowl to the bank and deposit it. And then don't touch it because you don't need to. Whether it's, okay, I'm going to start a plan where I go online and get me a financial planning calendar and do the, $1, $2, $1 a day for every day of the year. So on the first day of the year, you save $1. On the second day of the year, you save $2. On the third day of the year, you save $3. Whatever that may be, looking at that and trying to reach that goal. If you want to learn how to, go back to school, investigate, ask questions, call the schools. Talk to advisors, talk to administrators, see what they can do to help you. There's always, where there's a will, there is a way. And I think so many of us get overwhelmed with the whole elephant or eating the whole bunny or graduating from school within 2 to 4 years and not really thinking about the smaller aspect where it's just one thing at a time. That's all you can do. You're only human. You think about how they build all these buildings and it's fine architecture. Well, it's one handful of clay at a time. One handful of molten steel at a time to make whatever it is that has to be made. And eventually that one handful can turn into a 28-floor skyrise. You never know. You just have to be willing to try. And don't get tripped up if you fail the first time. If at first you don't succeed, get yourself up and try again. Just try again. Don't be so down on yourself that you are willing to give up on your dreams because it didn't work this time. Sometimes when you put the cake in the oven, it will fall and you'll have to start all over again to get that cake made. So I encourage you today to get that cake made. Get out there. Try something new. Don't allow life just to pass you by and to become a thing of, well, this is the hand that was dealt to me. Yes, the hand that was dealt to you, but it's how you play your cards that exists. That part is definitely the part that makes more of a difference in your life. How you play the game. What are you going to do with those cards? How are you going to stack them up in your favor and trying your best to make it work? Well, that's all I have for today, and I hope you all, find some way to enjoy life a little better, and keep me in your prayers, and definitely reach for your goals. Set a goal this week, something, even if it's a 10-minute walk, set that goal, reach that goal, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video, and see you later. Bye, YouTube.